Hey guys, welcome to Raj Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? Hopefully you guys had a terrific day in the market. Unfortunately for me, was another rough day, and probably for a lot of you, this was the worst day of the entire year for everything selling off. Although it did come back a little bit towards the end of the day, but this was the worst day of the markets for the whole year. So 7 months into the year, and we had the worst day yet. A lot of people getting worried about COVID coming back. Well, COVID hasn't gone away, unfortunately, but with more cases coming back and more stuff going on, a lot of people are getting worried. So this is definitely creating a lot of fear in the marketplace. And, just like originally with COVID when people got worried. I think what's different about it this time is we do have I shouldn't say cures, we have vaccinations, we have better health care. It wasn't like the first time around where we really didn't know anything about it. The good news is we know a lot of stuff about it. The bad news is how many Americans or people in America are going to want to wear masks again or have limited food capacity or shutdowns or different stuff. I think we're pretty far away from all that. But I think that is definitely going to cause a lot of chaos in the marketplace and, of course, concern for people. So it's definitely something that markets are going to react to. Also, like travel and especially the cruises, they got hit hard today because they would be affected the most because they still really aren't even barely sailing yet. So imagine if we did have more restrictions or we had to close buffets again or we had to do these different things, they definitely could be affected the most. The pretty easy solution is hopefully more people will get vaccinated and we can move ahead and get back to our lives. Unfortunately, I think the government made a huge mistake and they should have tied some piece of stimulus into vaccinations. Get vaccinated, get some cash, and maybe it's still not too late, or maybe we'll need to do a little bit extra. I don't know how they know who's been vaccinated or not, since you don't need an ID. They really have done a poor job of tracking all of this. But, and now a lot of people, if they, said, hey, you get $100 cash if you get vaccinated today, somebody will probably go every single day or 10 times a day and get vaccinated for the money. So I don't know how they'll do it or how they would put all this together, but they should have done some kind of stimulus tied to the vaccinations to keep everything going. But that's why the markets are crashing today. That's, what happened and stuff. Let's see how I did, of course. Big position of mine is CCIV. At one point today, I was down over $800,000. So Schwab also crashed today, and while I was down, I did get some trades in to make some money off of it. Still had a down day. I would have made some more if I could have got some trades in. I was able to buy some CCIV at $220 and then sell it off. And I tried to buy some at even when it was $2 today. But like I said, at one point today, down over $800,000. So it was definitely a crazy day. IDX today down. Clover, finally an up day. Miracle, but nothing huge. 10 cents, of course, when it was running. But this one could be getting ready to go again. It could see 10, 11 again. Who knows? I probably definitely, if it sees to 11 or something, we'll be out of it. I'll take my loss and move on. Jaguar today. I don't know what was going on with this one. Had such a down day and out of nowhere. But this one had a huge update today, up 14 cents. And it was actually at one point up as high as $1.55, up 24 cents. Now, CCIV, this one, of course, where we have a lot of stuff riding. I started hedging some of it with these 25s, but I didn't want to hedge a lot because I think it's going to pop going into the vote on Thursday and the name change on Friday. These, and I don't know why I still have 11 of these. I'll show you. I did try and, I thought I sold them all, but these are probably worthless. I don't think CCIV is going to be above $30 this Friday. I wish it would. Probably not. If it is above $30 this Friday, my account will be at $9-10 million. It'll be a terrific day. Unfortunately, that probably is not going to be the case. I hope it is, but I don't have a lot of faith in that. But I do think that CCIV can come back a couple of points this week. One point today was almost even. At one point today it was also below $21 and came back pretty strong. So it actually, in today's market and everything and how bad the markets were today, I thought it held in pretty strong. Futures are pointing up. I think we'll see an update tomorrow and a nice bounce. I think one of the things that is big is IBM had some terrific earnings today. Earnings are going to be gangbusters. I can tell you right now, Apple is going to have its best earnings ever. Microsoft will have its best earnings. Amazon. They're all going to have incredible earnings because there was so much stimulus money dumped into the market for this last quarter that it would be hard for these companies not to have their best earnings. Now going forward, yes, you'll see some slowdown. Definitely be interesting, but who knows where it goes. Also, as predicted, Bitcoin almost about to break that 30,000, starting to come down. Like I said, I think this one's going to break. Our Coinbase account, $59,000, so not doing too well. But of course, the big one, CCIV, after hours up a few pennies. But IBM with the big blowout, best quarter for them in 5 years, something like that. So although today very down hardly at all today, after hours very strong. So I think this is going to help kick off earnings season and keep people into stuff and everything. So. Hopefully it'll do well. But let me take some comments and stuff. So Ren Slots says this isn't the big one yet. That's coming in a few months. The big drop in the market. So Anson Tepek, worst week last week for me. Sorry about that. Hopefully this week's better. Like I said, at one point today it was really ugly. It came back, so not as bad as usual. Big shout out to Fusion 2000, one of my YouTube sponsors. All you guys can become YouTube sponsors and stand out in the chat and have access to those cool emojis. Look at THCB, soon to become Microvast. Very little downside here. THCB, sure. Look at that one. THCB. Yeah, it looks like the low is about $10, up $25. So don't know a whole lot about that one, but yeah, definitely looks like you're buying at the bottom. So hopefully it'll do well for you. Shane made 10K banked and 3,800 in portfolio today. I love these markets. Yeah, now if you can buy these dips and do well with them, you can do really, really well with them. So big shout out to Tracy D and in the house with their emojis. Brian Sanders and the rest of the mod squad. Thank you guys. Let's see here. Stoke, SGOC is setting up for a short squeeze. It's helped me with my losses from last week. SGOC. So many of these are setting up for these short squeezes. The problem is which one do they pick and which one do they really run heavily. So, this one has been as low as 77 cents and as high as $29. Very rarely is there a huge short squeeze on something that's already 77 cents, but you never know. So who knows? Psychic Mike, I'm so sick of this COVID crap. Maybe we should invest in a mask company. Maybe, but all these mask companies probably they're probably the only one that are going to have really bad sales for the last couple of months because nobody's been wearing masks since we didn't need them. And I like how the reporters say that the reason the non-vaccinated people aren't wearing masks is because they don't want to be vaccinated shamed or something. I mean they come up with the craziest stuff. So it'll definitely be interesting. Demotivation. Axe Body Spray releases their Doge crypto-inspired coin tomorrow. Well, that'll be interesting because Dogecoin has tanked all the way down to about 17 cents now. Let's see. Steve Hall, Raja for president. Thank you so much. Demonetization, buying now to ride the wave. So Jennifer says, Raj, I told you your $5 million will dip below. Good luck, Scott. Thank you so much. And I knew it would, but that's why I have a lot of cash on hand and average down. And I think we're going to come out of this very soon at all-time highs in the account. But you got to gamble to have some fun, and you can't win big all the time. You got to just gamble a little bit. Try. Shane couldn't pay me $1 million to get that shot. So it's like I said. It's up to everybody what they want to get, and playing it safe and doing stuff. But I look at it like this. I don't ever want my world to go back to how it was a year ago. I enjoy my freedom. I enjoy having businesses that can be open. I enjoy not having to wear a mask. I enjoy a lot of that stuff. It's your body. It's your choice. I think there's a lot of misinformation in the marketplace. But if you want to live, and now I think because the government did give out so much stimulus, there's probably a certain percentage of people who are saying, let's not get a shot, let's cause a whole ruckus again, let's get the whole country shut down and sick so that the government will give us more money. I don't know. But that is not the path I would like to go down. So Tracy D, CLOB, making money in the green. I know, my big one today, Clove and Jaguar. Of course, Jeff Schwartz. Jaguar announced the SPAC deal is completed and will be finalized within the next 80 days. So, Jeff, are we going to see $4, or is this $1.50 where the SPAC deal is, and it's just might as well sell it and it's over with? What is your professional opinion, since you suggested this stock to all of us at $3.80? We want to know. So, let's see. Matthew, what do you think about CIDM? I'm familiar with that one. Looks like a little stock up a little bit today. High, low of 45 cents, high of $2.33. I don't know. So they announced some news and stuff. This is one of those stocks that'll probably just bounce around here. It looks like it gets going and then pulls in. But if you look at the chart, this seems to be around around this $1.25 or so. So I think you're probably in good shape there. Mitchell Pilot. I still remind people that trade with Webull to stay away from the comment section. The majority of those comments are from inexperienced traders that think they know everything. There's a lot of people who think everything's going up or they believe all the stuff on these boards. It's very interesting. And like I said, with the meme stocks, I think what happened is they just are playing way too many of them. If you if you were going to just pick one and play it, you could do really well. But they're just playing. You just can't. You can't short squeeze 25 different ones and pick, one or two a day and all this stuff. If they just stuck to their GameStop and maybe, two or three other ones, I think they had a good shot at it, but definitely too many of them out there being played and stuff. Ryan, what are your thoughts on LifeClips acquiring Belfrix blockchain platform? I don't know. It'd definitely be interesting. This one obviously is, ran tremendously last week, ran again today, and then kind of pulled back. At the end of the day, it was still up a little bit. Got as high as 6 cents today. Was that today or yes? Let's see. Yeah, got as a new high today, 6.1 cents. Then pulled all the way back. It was also, a little bit lower. I don't know. I mean, this thing's a $54 million market cap now at 4.3 cents. So that would definitely be a tough one to figure out. The real high roller. If you're going to Vegas, bring a mask. Well, they haven't made masks mandatory yet, but they could. So, Brandy says, "Are you going to invest in AMC again?" I don't know. Probably not right now, unless I see a dip or something that looks well. I had a nice dip today and came back. But I like CCIV. I'm gonna CCIV this week, see what happens with it in next week. But I definitely like it and stuff at that. Jay, would you ever consider getting back into AMC at these lower levels, or if it goes lower? If it went a lot lower or something, but it doesn't have the volatility, so the premiums aren't as good as they were previously and stuff. So, and that's one of the things I'm always looking at is the premiums. I like CCIV, and what I'm doing with CCIV, I'll show you guys, and why I like it so much, and this is why I actually tried to buy more today, but I didn't get any fills. The reason I went out so far now is, we have 6 weeks here, 6 or 7 weeks, so I can hedge it every week. Also, it's much closer in range. $30 was quite a bit above, when it obviously got to 28, 29, it wasn't so far, but 25, I mean, this thing's, it's not going below 15. It shouldn't go below 15. It has a lot of support at that, 18, 19. And I think it has a lot of support around 25. And I think with the news and everything going on in the next couple of months, and if they come out with some decent news of production and delivery, it should help it to move up and go forward. But I have 6 or 7 weeks. If I can pick up a couple of $100,000 a week for 6 or 7 weeks, I can make my $2.5 million investment up way in advance. The other thing is, where I've screwed myself sometimes on the hedges because the stock has ran and then I'm have to buy them back or I have to do something. At least in this situation, with it being a little closer to the strike price, there's a better premium. Even if it runs, I can roll it out next week and it will still be worth something. It's not going to be flat where I'm riding it out for nothing. But I can tell you right now, if CCIV runs 2 points and gets 24. I mean, if CCIV goes to $25, my account's up $1.5 million, $2 million. It's going to move fast with 800,000, contracts or 8,000 contracts here, and these 2,500 aren't going to move a whole lot. I may dump those tomorrow, or if we get any upswing, just get out of those. But these 8,000 contracts, every 10 cents is $80,000. So if this stock goes up $1, this is going to go up $250,000. If this stock goes up $2, this is going to be up $500,000. If it goes down $1, it's going to go down $250,000. But I can hedge it. And I could hedge the 24s and get a little bit more money, or these 30s. So today what I was doing is I was buying and selling. It just the fills weren't always the best. So let's see here. Give you guys a trade today's. And of course, all my Patreon members, I post all my trades in real time as I make them. But I was trying to sell some calls earlier today when it was way down. I never got filled, so I canceled. Then I started selling in blocks of 900 because that beats out Schwab's automated system for verifying. If it's over 900 contracts, it becomes a headache. So I got some off at 27 cents. Then I sold some at 29 cents. Then I sold some at 32 cents. 34 cents. I tried at 35, never got filled, and then I started buying them back at 25 cents and then reselling them again. So I never really dipped below the 25 cents, so I only got some of them bought back, and then I sold some more. Or then I tried to buy some at 24 cents, then I sold some more at 31 cents. So I was kind of having a little fun flipping these, making some money and stuff. Sold 700 more at 31 cents. But you definitely, I'm going to hedge this every week and bank that hedge money because it's going to be big. The 1,000 contracts I had left are the ones that expired this week. I just, like I said, just blasted them to get rid of them. They pretty much tanked in value because they are worthless. And then this was my big trade today. Also, I made $25,000 on this one. I wish I would have held it longer. I could have made a lot more than 25 grand, but I was just happy. And then like I said, I also tried to buy more when it was down, but Schwab's system went out. But I did get 1,000 contracts bought at $2.20 and then flipped them for $2.45. So at least this one I picked up $25,000. So, that was the highlights of the day today compared to everything else during the day. But unfortunately, like I said, down 316,000 today. Was a lot worse, down over 800,000 at one point, but a nice comeback and stuff. So hopefully it keeps going. Don't forget, tomorrow night's show will be a half hour earlier because we have a live play tomorrow night. So it should be good. Demotivation says, it's crazy that these meme coins get momentum so fast. Interested in seeing where crypto lands after the new coming regulations. It's with the whole, China crackdown and all these different things, Crypto's obviously not going anywhere. The problem is the market can't support so many coins. And the other biggest problem is these other coins are just worthless. Like everyone and their mom's making a coin now. I can make a Raja coin. You can make a Joe coin. You can have a Bob coin, a Chris coin, whatever coin. Anyone can make these coins down, try and market them and do stuff with them. It's just there's no value to them. There's a few of these early adopted coins that I think have some marketplace and value. But all this new stuff I think is just, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do anything. And the other thing is that every time someone keeps launching another coin, even if the coin's worthless, but if it has $100,000, $200,000, $1 million that people tie up into it, it's money that's being taken out of, Bitcoin and, Ethereum and some of the coins that actually may have value. And that's going to keep hurting the marketplace. Plus, like I said, you have to figure out, how is somebody going to manage all these coins? How do you have a wallet with 2,000 different coins in it and, go shopping or do something with it? So definitely will be interesting how this all ends one day. But I can tell you long term, I don't think crypto is going to end in a really good spot for a lot of people. But hopefully everyone does well in it and stuff. Same with the meme stocks. Eventually these people are going to beat them down into reality, and these short squeeze, people and pipe dreamers, because once people start losing, they're not going to keep coming back into these stocks. They're going to just, give up on them and stuff. But hey guys, this is Raja Makes Money. I hope you guys have a better day in the markets tomorrow. Well, I hope so you had a good day today, but hopefully tomorrow you have a much better day in the markets, and hopefully I can get one good turnaround day here soon, which I think's coming. I feel it. Like I have confidence. I'm not worried. I don't think, obviously I have a big holding in CCIV. I don't think it's going, down tremendously more, hopefully not. And I think it's going to pop, with the news coming this week and stuff. Jaguar, I have no idea. I think that's probably a dead cat, or needs to get out of here soon, or, keep hedging the 250s. Clover definitely has the most opportunity of a stock that if it does run, it can definitely run. So hopefully it does that. And IDX, I don't know why that one's been beat up so bad, because they had, earnings and it was up, and hopefully it bounces back and does something. But thank you guys so much for watching us, and I'll see you guys right here for Raja Makes Money tomorrow, 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Take care and have a great rest of your night.